Hello YouTube viewers and random Doctor Who fans. Today I'll be taking a look at this, which is the War Doctor Sonic Screwdriver toy as used by John Hurt in the 50th anniversary episode, The Day of the Doctor. And here it is in its packaging, which I love. As you can see, it's made from that same cylindrical plastic the 11th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver toy was also released in. Near the bottom we have the Doctor Who logo and the insignia printed in this chrome lettering, with the other Doctor Sonic Screwdriver written below, although why they haven't just called him the War Doctor instead of the other Doctor is beyond me. At the top we get that 50 years TARDIS ident, while below you can see someone operating the toy with the emitter illuminated and this bits text emblazoned beside it to indicate that it makes noise. On the opposite side we get another image of the screwdriver along with confirmation that yes, it is from the 50th anniversary special and does feature light and sound effects. The box displays the screwdriver very well due to this large window, and a smaller window has even been included at the bottom to allow a good look at the end piece. The end piece! Behind the Sonic you can also see an image of the moment, which is also part of the War Doctor's arsenal in the episode. The back just contains some battery information and random legal garb, blah blah blah, etc, etc. Let's move on and take a look at the toy itself. Okay, so here we have the War Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, and reviewing it is proving to be exceedingly difficult as I'm getting a large sense of déjà vu here, as though I've reviewed this before somehow. Weird. Yes, of course, the main body of this screwdriver is taken directly from the same mould character used for almost all of their classic Sonic Screwdriver releases, with a few subtle differences, so let's not waste any time and focus on what's new. At the top you can see the emitter head has been replaced entirely with this clear LED, which illuminates red when the screwdriver is activated, but more on that later. At the bottom a small cylindrical red piece has also been attached, which includes all of the legal Bamflugel printed on the original mould, which it's currently covering. I have no idea what its purpose is, but it kind of looks like the Sonic is wearing a red fez, so it's a neat little cosmetic addition. Activating the screwdriver's lights and sounds is done in the same way as most of the other classic Sonics. You just pull the spring-loaded collar down. It will then emit one of 4 sound effects while the LED at the top illuminates. 2 sound effects seem to be slightly off-pitch versions of the sounds emitted by the 11th Doctor's screwdriver. While the other 2 are taken from the classic era. In fact, this screwdriver seems to include the same sound chip which was used in the Wave 1.5 re-release of the 4th Doctor Sonic, which confused a lot of people at the time. The red LED is very bright and projects light to a fair distance. It takes 2 button cell batteries which are placed behind this still horribly visible compartment on the side of the toy, but fortunately enough the Sonic comes with the batteries already installed. Doing a size comparison, thanks to the missing emitter head on the top, this is one of the smallest screwdrivers to be released, as it's just shorter than the 4th and 8th Doctor Sonics, and the 9th and 10th Doctor's version in fully extended mode, and it's even smaller than the 11th screwdriver when it's in fully closed mode. So, overall, what do I think of this toy? Well, in these reviews I usually compare the toy to the prop and judge how effectively the toy has been copied across. Does it have the same features? Is it activated in the same way? And so on. But here's my issue. While the body is a blatant reuse of characters' classic screwdrivers with the head removed and an LED and a strange red thing attached to the bottom, that's exactly what was used in the episode. Yes, to give the War Doctor a Sonic Screwdriver, the props department simply modified an already existing 4th Doctor screwdriver toy. So, effectively, what I'm holding in my hands is the closest prop replica to an on-screen Sonic we will ever get from Underground Toys. And, in that respect, I can't complain about the plastickiness, the battery compartment, or the simple reuse of old parts, because that's exactly how the screwdriver looked in the episode. I guess I could argue that the sound effects aren't accurate, but the War Doctor barely uses his Sonic, and anytime he does, that basic sonic buzzing which this toy emits is heard, so it might as well have included those additional classic sounds, and the hell with it. At this point I'm willing to admit defeat. Besides, ultimately, I kind of think this design makes sense. Yes, on the outside it may seem lazy to attach some additional pieces to a toy of a classic Sonic, but look at it when it's placed in between the 8th and 9th Doctor Sonics. It does look like the next logical step in the design evolution between them. It has roughly the same body as 8's, but with a light-up emitter and an end cap like 9's. Sure, I would like to have seen an extending shaft which was included in both 8 and 9 screwdrivers, and maybe some of the features and physical characteristics of the 9th Doctor Sonic should have been included, like perhaps this section on the collar should have been made from that clear cylinder with the helix design in the middle seen on 9 screwdriver, but whatever, the design as it exists today still works for me. But At the end of the day, the toy is a perfect replica of the screen-used prop, despite how basic the prop may have been. So who can argue with that? Seriously, who? Because I've tried so very, very hard. And so that does it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to stay subscribed for more videos and keep up to date with all my latest news and reviews by liking my Facebook page and following me on Twitter. Thanks again for watching, and remember to keep following the nerd. Goodbye.